What's good, everybody? It's your boy NicMakesPlays here. Today, I'm gonna go over my Targon's Peak deck. This deck's a bit crazy. It can get really insane just cheating out like 10 plus cost mana cards into play with Targon's Peak. And let me show what I'm talking about. Let's get right into the deck guide. So this deck is based on a card called, as you guessed, Targon's Peak. 5 mana landmark. Round start, reduce the cost of a random card in all players' hands to 0 this round. So they get a 0 cost card, you get a 0 cost card, but your whole deck's just built to benefit off of this. So you're discounting extremely expensive, like extreme pop cards like She Who Wonders, Feel the Rush, Aurelion Sol, and they're discounting, you know, like whatever their stupid deck does. So this deck is kind of built to just ramp right to Targon's Peak, stabilize with a bunch of healing and board clears, and just start slamming down expensive cards. A lot of decks have no answer to this deck at all. Like, you're able to just get a Targon's Peak on the field, get a Feel the Rush, and you just win on turn 6. It's very hard to deal with, and pretty crazy and pretty fun for the user, so good for us. Alright, so let's go into the deck. Spacey Sketcher is a bit of a weird card, like, maybe like, why is this card in the deck? So, the main thing is actually the discard. So what you want to do is when you have Targon's Peak, or before you have Targon's Peak, you just discard a card you don't want discounted, so you can kind of like shape your hand to only have expensive cards. You're guaranteed to get hit on Targon's Peak. Also a good blocker in the early game. Face the Old Ones, really good. Good card to ramp, hold 8 plus cost card, extra mana gems, so you just ramp. You kind of want to always mulligan for Targon's Peak, that's the main card you want. And then you also want either a Face of the Old Ones, like Catalyst of Aeons, or Warring Stones. Just one ramp card plus Targon's Peak, so you can just ramp straight to turn 5, start playing expensive cards, and win the game. Kali Tavern Keeper, good way to heal, kind of hold down the early game, great against aggro. Warding Stones, another way to ramp. Avalanche and Blighter Beam, both board clears, really good against all the Ari Kennen decks going around, good against aggro. Just guy decks that try to like kill you before you get the peak off, you just board clear them and you're good to go. Catalyst of Aeons, this card allows you to heal and you get empty mana gem. A reason I have a lot of healing, like I guess we'll talk about star shaping, so you heal 4. So a lot of times the way the deck will try and beat you is they'll put on a ton of damage, so even if you have Targon's Peak, you're still in range of just dying and they'll just kill you, so I just run a ton of healing. And then like, you just play a big unit, they try and burn to finish you, and you just heal, then you win. So, very good. 3-star shaping can also get you some pretty powerful units. 3 Targon's Peak, self-explanatory. 3 that's Stairs, card is buffed, and now, it used to deal 2 to all the units, now it deals 3. So you can seriously get some huge board clears, very important against cards like, you know, Wayfinder, Ari, and stuff like that. You can kill the Wayfinder and the Ari, so very good. 2 Tryndamere. Yeah, he's just another... I just wanted more cards that you just get huge bombs off of the Targon's Peak, and also with Feel the Rush. If it's not Feel the Rush, you have an Overwhelm unit that's a 10/10, and when it dies, it just reborns. It's really insane, so you want to have a powerful Feel the Rush. Like, I had Trundle, so that way, like, if I didn't have Targon's Peak, I could still do Trundle, but a lot of times I wasn't winning the game when I Feel the Rush, so I want to make sure I win when I get Feel the Rush. So Tryndamere, Aurelion Sol, pretty self-explanatory, get a ton of powerful cards, levels easily, levels off 1 Feel the Rush now, only needs 20 power. She Who Wonders card's pretty insane. Obliterate all followers with 4 less power in play in hands. And then, of course, Feel the Rush. Just summon 2 your champions that are 10/10s. Alright, so let's get into the games. If you guys enjoy Aurelion Sol, Targon's Peak, ramping, anything like that, make sure to like and subscribe. Alright, let's go to the first game. Alright, up against Pantheon. One of the best champions in the game right now, so let's see if we can take him on. Ooh, this hand is a bit spicy. Alright. So I always looking for Targon's Peak and Ramp, and then if you already have both those expensive cards are good. That's what we got. So my only concern is that Catalyst of Aeons isn't a unit, so maybe you can just start pressuring us really hard. That's a unit. Okay, maybe we're just good to go here. It all comes down to just how much pressure you can give. This deck can't really emit much pressure. This deck isn't a deck that like plays a bunch of units and goes wide. This deck's kind of slow. It busts like 1 unit at a time, hoping your opponent can't deal with it. But hey, we are going to play 2 10/10 champions, so we can definitely deal with that kind of thing. We could just pass here, but I kind of want to get cards out of our hands. I guess getting used to block with is fine. I'll probably play like Wounded White Flame or something, Saga Seeker, okay. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. So we have She Who Wonders, 2 Feel the Rush, and a Catalyst of Aeons. Alright, so all we have to do is not hit this Catalyst of Aeons, and we have a very spicy turn 1. Chain Vest, pretty good. Start leveling Pantheon, get the Faded keyword. Definitely vibe with that. Okay. So we're at 5 mana. Oh my gosh. More good units, that's nice. This isn't like the craziest thing ever against them, but it's just the fact that we aren't going to get any whiffs, like no low rolls, like no spacey sketches or anything. And this card discounts before you draw. right? Okay, that's fine. So, gets the Fury, gets the Faded, levels Pantheon. Pretty good stuff from our opponent, but he has no idea what's coming. So, it just cuts before we draw, so we're guaranteed one of these 5 cards. And everything besides Catalyst of Aeons is really good. Even if we get Catalyst of Aeons, it's not a big deal. Because it's only one turn, right? The next turn, we're likely to get something really strong. Our most likely hit is Field Rush, so hopefully we just hit that, because that's highest odds. Take 5 here. Okay, so he's tapped out, so we can just block this just to save health. Definitely we don't want to go too low. That's how you lose this deck. If you just go too low, and even if you play a big card, it doesn't matter. So we got the Field Rush. Let's just start off with this, see what happens. We basically win. I'm just going to say that right now. Because we have 7 mana, exactly enough for Face of the Old Ones and Catalyst of Aeons. So we can just get both these out of our hands, guaranteeing either a second Field Rush, She Who Wanders, if that's there. This game's pretty much a wrap. It's just so crazy how effortless this deck can win. Turn 5! Turn 5. Field Rush. Jesus, man. Like, what can't this deck do? It's so strong. So, again, Asol now only takes 20 to level up, so we just have a level up. All of our Celestials are generating, the cost is 0. If it couldn't get any better, it does. It really does. Pantheon. So I think we attack with this just to push damage. We could also attack with this, honestly. Maybe I should have. I guess I'm just keeping it simple. 8 damage is good here. Yeah, we could have attacked with that. He probably would have just took this directly, though, and then blocked this. So, I'm not too sure. Alright, gonna go for the saving health route. Don't blame you. Or not? Either way, I mean, we know we win no matter what. He doesn't know that yet. He's lacking critical information. Alright. So, we also just naturally are gonna have, I think, what, 8 mana this next turn? Am I wrong? Or maybe it's 7. I think it's 7. So we're like just naturally ramping pretty hard. 1 mana? Oh, it's a 0 cost card. Okay. Let's see what it is here. Is it like single combat? Zenith Blade. That's fine. That's fine. Obviously no big deal. That's a 7/10, but we have tons of strong blockers, ASO levels. So what did we get? We got like a Field of Rush. We need space for it though, so like maybe we can hopefully attack first. And we can block. And this is why we run the healing, right? It's like the only way you possibly lose this deck is if you just have too low of health by the time you get the cards. So imagine we're at like much lower. We just have healing and we're good to go. We can definitely block it down because we do need the space. This can kill Asol, but I kind of don't care. Like, I'm kind of down for him to just waste his card, and then we just play another Asol. Because this threatens the whole board clear right here. I don't even know if he can kill Asol straight up. I mean, a Sharp Sight's not enough. It'll live, but it's not enough to kill the Asol. Okay, Sharp Sight's the Pantheon. Pantheon's at 3 to 5 now, right? Or, yeah, 4 to 5 now? Okay. Single comment on that. Alright, so that's fine by me. So we have it to where all he has is this. We kill Pantheon, we level Tryndamere. We're gonna get another Asol and Tryndamere to the field. We can Written Stars, search our last champ. We can get, the Sky's Ascent, Aurelion Sol's card that just 15 the whole enemy field. He'll probably surrender here. But, unless he wants us to be cool and let us play it out, then it's gonna be some pretty wild stuff here. Pale Digging, yeah, gonna have to do that. Another crazy thing we can do is we Star Shaping, and then whatever we get costs 0. Alright, so what do we want to do? It doesn't really matter what we do here, but I guess we'll just play it. We could hit that stairs and kill her on landmark, so there's no chance of coming back, but I think it still favors us. Oh god. So here, get this Living Legends, get a handful of 0 cost Celestials. Yeah, GG. GG, man.
Not even a challenge.
Alright, playing against the Poro Iceborn Legacy deck. Should be a hard matchup. A lot of their units Iceborn Legacy will have the 3 health, which makes it pretty hard to kill them with the Avalanche and stuff. So we're just going to ramp straight up to Targon's Peak. We already have a ramp card. I guess we'll keep this one because it goes online earlier. And then this is good. I think that after this, you just want as many high-cost cards as possible. So keeping it at the stairs is good. Can also kill Poros if they're just Iceborn Legacy and nothing more. Interesting hand. Okay, so we have the ramp. We really just need more powerful cards. We need more payoff. Playing this early could maybe let us Avalanche it, depending on what he plays next turn. One cool thing is they just buffed this to have 3 health, so now it lives when you Avalanche. It used to die to your own Avalanche, but now it doesn't. Alright, so we take 1 here. That's fine. Good to go. Everything is fine. Alright. So let's just start ramping. Let's just start ramping right away. We could, like, pass here to, like, leave up an Avalanche, but it might be better to telegraphed. I'm not sure. And I also want to get these cards out of our hand, right? Like, I just drew another one. You want to get as many cards out of your hand that are expensive so you can guarantee a really, really expensive, like, this card being discounted. Like, that's Stairs, Feel the Rush, Aurelion Sol. Those are the cards you want to leave in your hand. So hopefully we start drawing some of those. Sketcher. That's actually really good to mold our hand. So we're basically getting it to where we're guaranteed to hit that Stairs. But I want more. Like, I want Feel the Rush, I want Aurelion Sol. We can draw into this. You can also get the dog off this to try and draw a card. Could be good. We could also play double Targon's Peak. That would be interesting. Here, we'll just take this. Not a big deal. We can heal back later. We have so much heal in this deck. Play Faces. Kind of see what's up. I think we're going to discard the second Targon's Peak. I don't think we'll need to with this small of a hand size, but keeping an Avalanche could be good. Just for board clears later. We're going to have 6 mana next turn. No, we're going to have 5 mana next turn. Okay. So we're going to discard this. Moon Silver is really good to just get a card out of your hand, but also just like discount something really expensive. Even if it's playing a Target's Peak turn early is really good. I'm actually going to play the Messenger here. Kind of weird. Usually I never would do this. Like, you want to like empty your hand with this card, but I think we need to draw our payoff. So I'm just going to get the Messenger. So we're in a 6 mana. Okay, there's the payoff we wanted. I guess we'll just slam Targon's Peak. Kind of hope we get the right cards here. If I knew I was going to draw Aurelion Sol, then obviously picking like Moon Silver or the Serpent really good, because then we have a 2 out of 3 chance of hitting It That Stairs or Aurelion Sol. But this seems good. So let's see if they have the Iceborn Legacy here. Probably do. Iterative Improvement. Okay. That's fine. I mean, if they don't have Iceborn Legacy, we can just kill these. Like, even through Poros next, we kill them with Avalanche. This will kill a lot of things. So Zierman, It That Stairs. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And, like, we already ramp, so this will kill our own ramp, which is slightly annoying, because I do want to, like, somewhat actually ramp some with my cards, but it's not a big deal, because we're playing such powerful cards. So my goal now is just to get these other cards out of our hands, which is very easy to do. All we have to do is play It That Stairs, then play these two, and we're pretty much guaranteed one of these two. These two slash what we draw. Hopefully we draw a good card. Like a strong card, expensive card, that is. He got a 0 mana augmenting. Interesting. Alright, well luckily for us it's not a big deal. You can just go ahead here, deal 3 to all units. So this will live through an Iceborn Legacy, these will die. So will this and this, so pretty good. This is the least of his worries. We have a Feel the Rush and an Aurelion Sol coming. Time Trick. He can't afford an Iceborn Legacy anymore, so I guess he's just panicking. He does names Compress. A little bit ironic, that's fine. Okay, so Iterative Improvement, that's fine. Hopefully he'll just play that, and we can just Avalanche it. That'd be really good. Because I want to Avalanche, even if there's nothing on the board, I think I'm going to Avalanche. Because I just want to get this out of our hand, guarantee we get one of these two, and we're good to go. This is the best we're going to get. So let's go do this. So, we're going to draw a card. Hopefully draw something expensive here. Okay. Interesting enough, I'd be down to like not draw if I had the option. Blighted Ravine, okay. So, I'm actually just going to play this now. It's kind of weird. We're just like blowing up our own cards, but now we're guaranteed ASO or Field of Rush, and that's insane. So let's just go ahead and do that. Get the Field of Rush. They have no stop in their deck. So turn 6 Field of Rush. I probably could see here, but maybe I'll play it out. It would be wise. Okay. So they buffed Aurelion Sol somewhat recently, to where he only needs 20 power to level, meaning 1 Field of Rush levels him. Of course, we also have it at stairs, but even if we didn't have it at that stairs, we just automatically have the level up. Push for huge damage here. Alright, that's lethal. He discarded 3 sisters earlier, so this might be game. Like, he had to have a second one, which we'll see if he does or doesn't very soon. Okay, your Iceborn Legacy, pretty good, but not good enough. GG's. Turn 6 Field Rush, baby, let's go. Oh, easy clap, easy clap.
You've been wonderful, as have I.
Alright, playing against Puffcaps could be a scary matchup, because once the Puffcaps are in the deck, there's not much you can do about it. So in this deck, I always mulligan for Targon Speak and Ramp, but the thing about the Ramp is I have 9 Ramp cards, right? 3 Catalyst of Aeons, I have 3 Face of the Old Ones, 3 Warning Stones, so we can always redraw them. So since we know we can, high chance to redraw that, I want a full mulligan for Targon's Peak. We got the Peak, we got the Ramp, we're good to go. That's usually how I mulligan in this deck. Okay, so past turn 1, he has Teemo, pressure's on. At least we can clean that up with Avalanche, so that's nice, like knowing we can get some value out of this. Drawing more expensive cards is also good for Peak. I guess I'm afraid of him just putting on like a ton of pressure. But if he does put pressure, say he plays like Puffcap Pup, we have more equipped with Avalanche. So when we do Avalanche, it'll significantly slow him down. Oh, that's a really good draw here. We're definitely going to play the Warning Stones first, just to try and get the Targon Speak in the field. But the fact that we can recover some health we're going to lose to these cards and the Puffcaps is really strong. This next turn, we're going to take a hefty amount of damage. Teemo's Mushroom Cloud. He does it now, so he just immediately gets the level. In a second, he'll get the level, I guess. And then we have one more draw. The draw of the Puffcap is the main part. Because if we wait to do that, then we have one less chance to draw it. He plays the Prank. We have to play Targon Peak immediately. Because if he pranks Targon's Peak, it's done. Like, we're screwed. So, we can't play it now. Okay, it's going to be a close game. We have the healing. We have the board clears. I do want to save some health, though, so I guess we'll block the Otterpuss. It's only 1 damage, but that could be the difference maker. So he's gonna prank. He'll probably do this one. Field of Rush, really. So if this discounts to 0, we're fine. I don't really care about that one being pranked. I'm not playing that naturally for a very long time. Maybe interesting. Okay, so we're gonna block here. I think every health point matters. I can even block the Peddler potentially, but I think we have enough healing to be fine through that. So Targon's Peak, let's see what we get. That's probably one of our weaker cards, but that's fine. I think we just go ahead and play Avalanche now before we develop this to heal and this to heal. Because I really want to kill Teemo. This variant should have much protection for Teemo. Besides Stress Fence, probably the only card he has. Like other variants have like Elixir of Iron and Troll Chan, he doesn't have that. Okay, this guy's pushing a lot of damage, definitely a bit alarming. And he's doing it in a way where Puffcap Peddler will also be putting Puffcaps in our deck. Okay, that's fine though. I mean, it's rough, but it's fine. Do I play Face of the Old Ones, or do I play Star Shape? I think I want this as a blocker. Because we're definitely taking a lot of damage. How many Puffcaps do we have? 37? This is going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game. We could attack, but I guess I'd rather keep my options open for defense. So you have If That's Stairs, and Blighter. I like Blighter to be a draw. If That's Stairs, Blighter Beam, we have healing. So we can play both of these. We can heal a lot. We have blockers. I think we just play this though. I think we just play this now. It'll kill 2 of our own cards, and then this will stay alive because it's a 4/4 now, but we can just block that. Okay, get the Puffcaps in the deck while he has the Puffcap Peddlers. Making them put in what? It's 11 each? He's playing in 22 Puffcaps to our deck. Jeez. Gonna get one more spell in. Okay, well I can. That's fine. So, the cool part here is that after we use these 2 cards, we only will have expensive cards in our hand, guaranteeing a good hit off Targon's Peak. Oh god. Alright, so we're gonna play this. I don't want to play this because he might make him attack with that, knowing it's gonna die. I don't want him to know it's gonna die yet. He's all the Behold a Celestial. That's a bit inconvenient. I guess Supernova. I guess. Just to be like generically good here. Like he might hold this back. Okay, so we have to hold that back. We're doubling our Puffcaps. We're going to a lot of Puffcaps. 126 Puffcaps. We heal 2 net, and then we'll blow up his field. We definitely don't. This is the whiff. Normally it's not a whiff, but we just like only got cards that needed to behold. So we can play this, obliterate all followers with 4 or less power and play in hand. So it'll kill any 4 less attack units in his hand. Inside knowledge. I'm gonna heal now in case we just draw like insane Puffcaps. But the cool thing here is this goes in reverse, right? So if he draws a unit to block with, it'll just die. With the that's theirs. Oh god. Alright, so we'll lose this also though. How many do we hit? Anything? We hit 1 card. Ava Achiever, that's a good one. So we're at 5. This is lethal right here. Entrapment. Okay, well, we have game if you can't, you need something to stop us. But the cool thing is, we killed all the things that stop us, right? Like, we killed his blockers. We killed all 4 of our followers. So just enabled the way to go straight for game. Nice. Good game, good game. That was fun. Alright, that's my Targon's Peak deck. This deck can do some crazy stuff. Like, turn 6, you're just summoning, like, 10-10 Tryndamere, like, leveled Aurelion Sol, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed the games. Definitely make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.